Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a special tutorial for you guys. You might recognize this face. This is a long-time loyal client of mine, Bridget. She came to me for many years at the beginning of my career when I was on my own at Phoenix. The very first little suite when we knocked the wall down, she'd been with me all along the way. Came back after about a year hiatus. She ended up having a baby and now it's hard for her to come in as often. A lot of different obstacles happen when you have a child. So I did a giveaway on Instagram. I gave back. I felt like it was the Brett Ryan giveaway give back since I turned 37 this year on December 12th. And I did a little contest kind of thing on Instagram. And what happened was she won. It was random picking and she won. So today we're going to do a full highlight, pack those baby lights in. She's a white blonde. So I'm going to take the opportunity to do this video for her and for me and for you guys and just catch up with her. And she said I can record it. So let me bring you along the way for foil placement, toning, root tapping, everything for that perfect white blonde. If you're looking for a tutorial on how to actually get the best white blonde possible, then keep watching because I'm going to give you all my secrets and tips. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my long-time loyal client Bridget in my chair. So a little backstory. As I said in the intro, she'd been to me for several years now. Well, like 4 years out of my 5-year career. Since I've been on my own independently at Phoenix, the Sola Salon Suites is where I'm currently located, but she's been with me for my suite before that. And then about 6-7 months ago, she came and we did a highlight for the first time in over a year. So her hair is very dense, very medium-ish. It's kind of fine, but not too fine, but she has a lot of it. So I'm using Joico Blonde Life with 20 volume and a 16th ounce of Olaplex. She's naturally a level 7.5. She used to be a level 8, but I am noticing after the baby, as she's getting older, she is getting on the darker side. But she is ultimately a level 7.5, 7 3/4, almost 8. You can see how light her hair is. It actually does blend pretty well with the color she currently has. We did her hair 6-7 months ago and she has terrible hard water at her house. You can see how yellowy orange it has gotten. One thing about her, she's not using any heat. She does take care of her hair. I'd say like 50-50. She does use her own concoction of different things she's put into a mix. So she does take care of it. She's not doing any crazy things to her hair, so she doesn't have to use conditioning masks every day or the name brand stuff. She came up with a great concoction that works well for her. And if you guys want to do that, get creative, you can. If you don't have the funds to go and buy the most expensive, conditioner, shampoo, masks, you can still be creative, and that's what she does, and I love her for that. So we are going in. I'm starting in the front because I know her hair very well. I've been doing it for years and it's very strong. So I am using Joico Blonde Life and not Blonde Me like I've been for the last several months. You guys know if you've been following me for a while, you're an OG Brett Ryan supporter. I have bounced back and forth between Blonde Me and Blonde Life. Blonde Me I love so much. They reformulated it. I've given it a try for a few months. And I will say, by mixing the Agora Royale developer with Blonde Me, it does have a lower chance of swelling. If you guys have any tips on how to get it not to swell at all, please leave them down in the comments below. That's what this community is for, to pass information amongst each other. I've tried everything. I've tried generic developers in the past. I've tried the go-to developer with it. I find that the Blonde Me developer that is dedicated will swell way quicker than the Agora Royale. So I'm going in. We are packing them a little tighter around the hairline like I always do. But something I've been changing in my foiling, you guys. You know I'm always about back-to-back-to-back foils with my Sinful technique. But leaving a little bit bigger subsections when you are in the interior. So when you're around the hairline, to bleach everything out and do them so close together and highlight everything is to highlight nothing. So I always go very fine, very close, back to back to back around the hairline. But lately, the last several weeks, I've been leaving them a little bit bigger of a section. Not any real subsection. I'm just leaving out the stitch, but I'm doing a little bit bigger of a section when I'm going in. Nothing crazy, but that little bit bigger than I used to, because the way I did it around the hairline is is how I used to pack them in for 5 years of my career. Like back to back around the entire head, but then you don't really have that pop around the face. So I do say to do a little bit bigger, nothing crazy. You guys know I love fine small sections. That's my style. But just adding a little bit bigger will add more pop around the face when you do them tighter around the hairline. So we're going in, I'm starting in around the hairline first because in the front, I know her hair, it can handle it. Joico Blonde Life is not as strong as Blonde Me. I feel like Blonde Me is by far the strongest lightener on the market, but the gentlest. Joico is pretty good. It's like 8 levels of lift. I wouldn't say 9, but it does need a little bit longer processing time. It's a little slower. So we are doing 20 volume everywhere, and if you notice, I'm not really saturating heavily on the ends, but I am feathering the rest of the brush that has a little product left on it after I put the bulk of it on the new growth. I am feathering it down and then kicking those very, very ends out. We need to do this, you guys. In order to get that hair to tone to a level 10, we have to do it. Sometimes you just gotta bleach the hair. I mean, clients are aware. I harp on this all the time. Most clients are okay with a little bit of dryness and damage. You're going to get it anyway. At the end of the day, when you're bleaching or lightening the hair, you are poking holes into it. And most clients are not scared about a little breakage, you guys, when they want the gold color that they want. She is a giveaway winner. I don't know if I mentioned that in the intro. I totally forgot. I have stupid brain. But she did win a giveaway I did on Instagram. So this session is free. But this is normally what we would do every time she comes to get her hair done anyway. Right now you can see as I'm getting to the top of the foiling placement in the front that I am doing them like I did all the way up from the hairline since I ended the hairline foils a little bit bigger than I normally would. I've been loving the way this is coming out, you guys. And as I said, to highlight everything is to highlight nothing. They're still very close together, and I'm still doing my baby light stitch. Also, saturation is very important when it comes to blonding. The more the saturation, the better. It will lift more evenly. You have more even lift. You don't have anything that's messy or not evening out properly. But saturation is important, but you also don't want to oversaturate. You don't want to do what I see people do all the time is either one of two ways. They do it where it's so little product that the hair is barely covered and it doesn't lift properly, or they oversaturate and they use a whole, 3 scoops of lightener on one foil, and all of a sudden it's coming out of the foil onto the scalp and bleeding. You got to find that in the middle medium, like I found for me, whatever works best for you. The consistency of your lightener is also key, but it varies depending on colorist, and each colorist is very different.
Want the good, want the bad, all the feelings. Want you happy and sad in between them. If there's one thing I truly believe in, ordinary love, ordinary love. I wanna always sleep in your shirt 'cause it's ours. Brush my teeth while you're taking a shower. If there's one thing I know, there is power in ordinary love, ordinary love. Don't you ever say you are not enough, baby, you're enough. So don't you be afraid and take a leap of faith. It doesn't have to be holy, holy. I'm not asking for a God, just as long as you show me some ordinary love.
So I want to talk briefly about foil placement. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys want me to actually make individual tutorials breaking down each one of my favorite sectioning placements for each thing I offer. So I have 4 different blonding offers on my menu. I have a partial, a half, a full, and then a teasy light lived-in option. Let me know if you want to see my go-tos for each one of those. I have about 2 to 3 real go-tos for each one of those. So I have 3 favorite full highlight placements. This is one of them. I'm going off on a slight diagonal on the front 2 sections. And then in the back, I do a brick lay pattern. As you see, I do 2 to 3, possibly 4 in the middle, 2 to 3 on the left, 2 to 3 on the right, on a slight angle, and I work my way up all the way up to the top doing this placement. Everything gets small enough where we end up in the middle. Let me know down below if you would like to see dedicated videos going over all my favorite placements for all my different options on my Sinful Foiling menu.
So kiss me in the night, tell me that you're mine. Don't need much to believe, doesn't have to be holy, holy. When it's ordinary love, ordinary love, ordinary love. Yeah, wanna fix, wanna heal where it's hurting. Gonna put out the fire where it's burning. I will be there with all of my being. Ordinary love, ordinary love. Yeah. Don't you ever say you are not enough, baby, you're enough. So don't you be afraid and take a leap of faith. It doesn't have to be holy, holy. I'm not asking for a God, just as long as you show me some ordinary love. So kiss me in the night, tell me that you're mine. Don't need much to believe, doesn't have to be holy, holy. When it's ordinary love, ordinary love, ordinary love, yeah. Ordinary love, ordinary love, yeah.
So I'm going to continue to pack these foils in and continue my bricklay pattern all the way up until I get to the middle part where the sides are missing and we're all in the middle now, and just go up horizontal from that part on. So I am still using 20 volume with a 16th ounce of Olaplex. I love Joico Blonde Life. It might not be the strongest. It's not weak, but I'm comparing it to Blonde Me in that sense. It's a little weaker. It's there, but not quite there. But it's still so good, you guys. If you haven't tried it, you must. If you're looking for a lightener and you rather consistency over lift, especially if you're using Blonde Me and you've been having issues with it, I say use Joico Blonde Life. I love it. I keep them both because you never know what you might need. But 95% of the time lately, in the last 3 years of my career, I'm always using Joico Blonde Life, and not one time in that 3 years has it ever swelled. So that says something about consistency, and I prefer consistency over everything. She processed for about 45-50 minutes, and now we are ready and set to get started with the toning portion. I'm going to go in and use Joico Lumishine. I rarely do the Lumishine liquids, but when I do, it's usually for a low light or a root smudge. But I also love an ANA with a little drop of AN for a nice soft tap that gives longevity. Gives really good coverage. So if you haven't tried Lumishine, they're great with coverage. They're very opaque compared to Shades EQ, but so worth it, you guys. Fun fact, true story, if you've been following me for a long time, you probably know, I actually never used Shades EQ on the root toning aspect of toning until they came out with the NA series. So I was using Joico for the root and lowlights, and the Rec and Shades EQ for all over global toning. So just fun fact. All right, we're going to go in. Look how beautiful she lifted. We're going to section her down the middle like I always do from the person's part. Keep that front hairline out and untouched until the last few minutes. When I'm doing a tap, I like to do it for about 5 minutes. The last 2 minutes, I will tap the hairline. Then I will rinse before I tone globally. Shadows, I do the same thing. I do rinse before I tone globally, but I do let them sit for 10 minutes. A shadow is 1 to 2 inches, a tap is 1 inch or less, and a smudge is 3 inches or more, and a smudge I let sit 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to have an in-depth video coming, you guys. I know. I made one back when I worked at the first salon I worked at, but listen, I've been promising this for 2 years now, an updated version. I'm going to do it. I promise you guys I'm going to do it. I'm going to set out to do it before the end of the next 2 months. How about that? Because I have changed many different things and tweaked many different things in the last couple of years throughout my career.
Want the good, want the bad, all the feelings. Want you happy and sad in between them. If there's one thing I truly believe in, ordinary love, ordinary love. I wanna oversleep in your shirt 'cause it's ours. Brush my teeth while you're taking a shower. If there's one thing I know, there is power in ordinary love, ordinary love. Don't you ever say you are not enough, baby, you're enough. So don't you be afraid and take a leap of faith. It doesn't have to be holy, holy. I'm not asking for a God, just as long as you show me some ordinary love. So kiss me in the night, tell me that you're mine. Don't need much to believe, doesn't have to be holy, holy. When it's ordinary love, ordinary love, ordinary love. Yeah, wanna fix, wanna heal where it's hurting. Gonna put out the fire where it's burning. I will be there with all of my being. Ordinary love, ordinary love. Yeah. Don't you ever say you are not enough, baby, you're enough. So don't you be afraid and take a leap of faith. It doesn't have to be holy, holy. I'm not asking for a God, just as long as you show me some ordinary love. So kiss me in the night, tell me that you're mine. Don't need much to believe, doesn't have to be holy, holy. When it's ordinary love, ordinary love.
So when I'm doing the hairline lately, I have changed something. I used to always tap, even in the front, in the very, very front of the hairline for the last second, comb through and then rinse really quickly. But what I've been doing lately is I'm actually tapping from the back. I've done this before throughout the year or two, but I've only done it a couple of times. But lately I've been really loving it, especially for my girls above a level 6 who usually end up lifting pretty well. You don't really need to tap, but when I comb down the way I'm combing down with my Samvia comb, it's enough to really just touch from behind and just, kind of erase anything. But for the most part, everybody from a level 6 and above is great when doing this new technique.
Ordinary love, yeah. Ordinary love, ordinary love, yeah.
So for her global toner, I decided to go in with Goldwell Colorance, 10BS and 10V equal parts. I love Goldwell Colorance, you guys know that. I love 10P the most, but it's so hard to get lately through my distributor. But it's on the way. I ordered it the other day. I just shot this video literally 2 days ago, and today is January 11th. It's 1:14 p.m. in the middle of my day. So I am doing this video in the car as normal because I'm always busy and I'm always working. But you guys can see I brought her back over to the bowl and she processed for about 5 minutes total. We're going to now rinse that slight tap out. Trust the process. Let your clients know to trust the process. It always looks way darker than it's going to be. Even though Joico does have really good coverage and is more opaque than Shades EQ, it is just better with erasing lines. You guys will not notice any real thing at the root, even in different lighting. Maybe a slight shadow effect, but not anything really. You're going to be blown away with the results. We're going to go in. I'm going to tone her with the 10V, 10BS all over at the bowl. We did that for about 3 to 5 minutes. Then she was good to go. I give a real good rinsing. We used the Hydrate Rinse by Kevin Murphy, my fave. I wrapped it up with the Amika Hydrate mask, which is the Hydro Rush mask, the blue one. Rinsed that out, then we blow dried her, we dusted her off, and then we took nice after pictures and videos for you guys. So keep watching. I love you guys so much.
Want the good, want the bad, all the feelings. Want you happy and sad in between them. If there's one thing I truly believe in, ordinary love, ordinary love. I wanna oversleep in your shirt 'cause it's ours. Brush my teeth while you're taking a shower. If there's one thing I know, there is power in ordinary love, ordinary love. Don't you ever say you are not enough, baby, you're enough. So don't you be afraid and take a leap of faith. It doesn't have to be holy, holy. I'm not asking for a God, just as long as you show me some ordinary love. So kiss me in the night, tell me that you're mine. Don't need much to believe, doesn't have to be holy, holy. When it's ordinary love, ordinary love, ordinary love. Yeah, wanna fix, wanna heal where it's hurting. Gonna put out the fire where it's burning. I will be there with all of my being. Ordinary love, ordinary love. Yeah. Don't you ever say you are not enough, baby, you're enough. So don't you be afraid and take a leap of faith. It doesn't have to be holy, holy. I'm not asking for a God, just as long as you show me some ordinary love. So kiss me in the night, tell me that you're mine. Don't need much to believe, doesn't have to be holy, holy. When it's ordinary love, ordinary love, ordinary love, yeah. Ordinary love, ordinary love, yeah.
So after that toner sat for about 5 minutes and I worked it in, I gave her a really good rinsing. And then we went in with the Hydrate Rinse by Kevin Murphy, which is their conditioner for the Hydrate series. And I'm obsessed with it. You guys, one pump. And the more it's on the hair, the more it lathers. I've never had a conditioner like it. I swear, by Kevin Murphy. Look at that color, so beautiful. Wait till you guys see it in about 1, 2, and 3. There you have it, you guys. Look how beautiful these final results are. Let me know down below what you think. I hope you've learned something here today. I'll see you in the next one. As always, so long for now, guys. Mwah.